In September 2018, the Animal Rescue League of Boston took in a handful of horses from an owner who could no longer properly care for them. The animals were slightly underweight, but otherwise in good health, and among the new arrivals was George, an approximately 23-year-old saddlebred horse. George received medical care and put on a little weight, and after a couple of months at ARL's Dedham Animal Care and Adoption Center, he was placed into foster care with Cordula Robinson, and almost immediately she saw something extraordinary in him.
He had high intelligence, lots of elegance, well trained, in your pocket as well, clearly had known love and loved his human being, very engaged with the humans.
Being a foster ambassador for George, Cordula not only cared for his everyday needs, but the end goal was always permanent placement in a loving home.
The goal is for them to find their forever home, and that home is optimal and ideal, and they don't come back into the system.
Now, because saddlebred horses aren't overly abundant, Cordula was encouraged to reach out to saddlebred agencies to see if anyone would recognize George, and amazingly, she got a hit in New Jersey.
And we started putting the pieces together, and she said, yeah, we think we have a match.
Well, it turns out George was well known in the saddlebred world. His show name, Midnight Memory Maker, and was owned by Todd and Diane Mathiasen. Sadly, Todd passed away in 2006, and Diane decided to rehome George, who continued to compete for several more years. But when contacted, Diane was overjoyed for the possibility to be reunited.
This has been very moving for the whole family, and you know, most people say, oh, Todd must be smiling down at us all to see the series of events that have unfolded.
The wheels would soon be in motion, literally, as a collaborative effort secured a transport for George to make the 1,300-mile trip from Boston to Ocala, Florida, and 24 hours later, George was in sunny Florida and after 15 years was reunited with Diane and her family. George has come full circle, and ARL is proud to have been the springboard to this heartwarming reunion.
Everybody in Dedham has just been incredible and so professional. Also really reaffirming that there's really good things going on in humanity today that, you know, don't always get front stage, and that there are really beautiful people around that have a vested interest in the greater good.
An incredibly heartwarming ending, and to George and his entire family, welcome home.